Yeah, only Jeffrey Epstein can truly look sideways. Have you ever seen that picture of him in court? Looking like a fucking fox with feathers in his mouth at the entrance to the chicken coop. And Epstein's I mean, totally just looking that one. You get that. He's this one. Yeah. So anyway, let's get into it. Look at this, you guys. These are pieces of leather that I cut out, and I'm gonna put it on uh, one of my bags, like a sunburst, and then I can make it orange because it'll be on the blue, and they're opposite colors on the color wheel. Oh, I forgot to show you this too. Check that out. This is real. This is like 100 years old. It's so fucking comfortable too. Um, it's real bone. I just tied it had old leather. The leather kind of just fell apart, but not the rest. I mean, and I made my own leather there. It's 100 years old, and it's badass. There's a necklace that goes with it, but I can't wear that anyway. And then I have a couple of things for sale over at the shop at the store that are like glass. I'll have to show you. They're glass beads. It's like that one picture. What has the American, or it has an eagle, right? And it's got these diamond. You turn it and it's like whoa, because it's glass. Someone sat there and glass beaded. If you watch people do them that are good at it, like I've known hippie chicks that were really good at it, and they take a needle, it already has thread on it, and they're like, and they let go, and it's like 10 of them, right? And I can run an abacus. Here's how, look, an abacus is faster than a computer or calculator. Not faster than my friend Todd Kinzig, and he's like Rain Man. He has you could walk by him in school. Me and Chad, my friend that died. Oh, this I just made this bag. Okay, it's gonna be cool. You think it's not, but it is. I'll tell you why. Because look at how cool these are. Look at how cool these are, right? And I did all outside stitching, right? Blue on the back, white on both sides of the yin and yang. One white and black. I thought was fitting for the yin and yang. This is actually a Native American symbol that means the four corners, four directions of the planet, right? The plane. And they weren't dumb. They knew the Earth was flat. Anyway, see that feather right there? That's badass. I have it tied onto the tie. And the ties, I mean, this is whatever you want to put in. It's cool. So now, move on to the next one. And then it has this long thing, and I have it even longer tied up so that if you want to, you can wear it around your neck, like if you're at the rainbow gathering or whatever. And you put mushrooms or peyote buttons in there and just munch them the whole time. And then, like, this starburst one is just one of many. That's what I'm doing right now. Now, this one, yeah, that's the one. This little one is kick ass, right? Look at how good of my stitching is. Getting good at this. So, yeah. So this is my new one. I was saying like, okay, look at this one, And so I made this one, right? It's both sides are the velvet side or the suede side. This blue is not the suede side. The suede's like inside. It's really weird. The other side of this is white, which is this, like smart Oh, I just dropped all this. Damn it. I glue them on. I have some things where I sew it on first. Like I'll sew it on, and then um, then before I make the bag. See, I can just turn this inside out. I sew it like this, turn it inside out, and then it's one of these. It's like this. See, look how tight my stitching is. And this is my Smurf bag. I'm gonna put the sunburst on it though. My Smurf bag. Okay. See the other side of this right here, this brown suede, which is awesome. Right. Oh, what's number four? Yeah, the other side, this brown suede, it's real soft. And then this blue look is so soft. You can see the markings, like when you vacuum your carpet. It's like, it's so soft. It's suede. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this here. I'm gonna put something. I have a friend online, Kijin. Oh, hey, Dank. Terminal. Right. It doesn't even say it anymore. Now, I bet. So, yeah, I did this one today. And I'm fucking building up. So, I got a ride with this lady yesterday. I forgot to tell you about this day. Maybe I told you about it. I don't know. But yesterday I took this ride with this lady from Uber or Lyft or whatever. I think it was Lyft. And just had to go to Rite Aid to go through the drive-thru to get my freaking Zanny bars, right? And condoms. And then she goes, her and I hit it off like totally. She was so cool. After terminal, yeah, it's in the middle. It's still in the middle. If you watch my newest video, it's about Confucius. They changed it, right? It used to be spelled one way, now they changed it. My book changed even. My fucking book changed. I used to go to do spelling bees like I was telling you. I'm a really good speller. I'm a fart smeller. That's what my dad used to say. Like a smart fella. He'd go, you're a fart smeller. My dad, he's the fuck. I have a picture. He looks a lot like me. I guess I look a lot like me. I always say Malcolm X was born on my birthday, but I was really born on his if he lived before me. Yeah, it's slowly. That's how it does, Dank. I mean, that's just how except for like when a whole housing tract pops up, like it happened to my sister. She's now Mandela affected. She wasn't, and she didn't understand when I told her what it was and stuff. Then one day she called me. One day she was shooting for some food. No. Then she called me one day and she goes, 80, oh my God. I Mandela. I had a Mandela effect. I'm having it. It's happened. It's here. It's done. I'm like, what? Slow down. What happened? What happened? Don't be scared. She was all freaked out. And I'm like, nah, really. I was laughing, but I was like, nah, she's like serious. So, you know how it is when you get your first anger effect. You're just scared, you're freaked out. So she was, and she's super sensitive too. So she was freaking out. She's like, it's okay. She has, yeah, this was a field right here by my house. It was a whole field, and it had trees and everything. And now it's free. There's a whole house and neighborhood. I went in there, and I thought, what the overnight? She goes, I went to bed last night. I live right here. She's lived there. She bought the house years ago. She goes, I've lived here for years. There's 9 houses there. That's a field. Now there's a whole neighborhood housing tract. And she goes, oh, what the fuck? And she went there. She goes, I went in there, even though it popped up overnight. She goes, I went in there to see if it was all brand new, and it was all old. It's been there for a long time, like as old as her house, right, or older. And she's like, what the fuck? So, Brady, you don't understand. This is a whole neighborhood popped up just out of the blue. I'm like, I understand. I know. That's what I'm talking about. That's what Jimi Hendrix was talking about when he says, I'll walk up to the edge of a mountain. I'll walk up next to a mountain and knock it down with the edge of my hand. Anything is possible. I mean, dude, after I've seen that vacation one is really got me because I was waiting. I was specifically since I've been Mandela affected. Okay, in like 2011 or 12, like 10 years ago almost. And I thought, man, and me and the one that got away, the girlfriend I love, Mary Jane, so much. She fucking, and her and I, she had a visa that just rewound when it was done and just played the tape over and over and over. And it was vacation a recording of one. It wasn't even the actual movie. And we watched it so many times and we slept to it. We couldn't sleep unless we had that movie. Right? It was weird. And I've seen the movie over 1,000 times. I could right now tell you, I could do every character and do the entire movie Vacation. Okay, and so when I've been waiting, I'm like, I thought to myself, what do I know more than anything that could change? And I would just be like, okay, I've been waiting for that change, you know? Because otherwise, it's usually like it is more in control of you. Like Berenstein Bears, it happens, or Mickey Mouse, this happens. No, I'm specifically like setting this trap and waiting for a Mandela effect to happen and then pulling it back in. So and the only way you can prove it to yourself, I mean, I can do what I did, like prove it as much as you can, but just by putting it out there and by search results, what people search, you can tell what people remember. Anyway, I saw when that happened. It just blew my mind. It blew my mind because I got the movie for 2 days. You know how on YouTube you can rent a movie? It's like $2 or something. I got it and. I watched it. It was normal. I was like, nice. I watched it a couple times and went to sleep. And then the next day, it was from the very beginning scene where they're at the car lot was totally different. Gene Levin or whatever his name is comes up with, oh, you haven't tried the Deluxe Queen Family Truckster. If you're thinking about taking the whole tribe across country, you have to have the Deluxe Queen Family Truckster. That's your automobile. He didn't say that. He just said the family truckster, the deluxe truck. So then it had this thing, and it has all this weird crown on the side and on the side, and these vents. And as soon as I said, oh, hell no. What the? So, like, I mean, the reason I was waiting for that is, like, I knew that it would be undoubtedly, I thought, what is something that I know the most that I could undoubtedly, if something happens, I can say, I know for a fact that wasn't there. I mean, just like Berenstein Bears, I know that for a fact too, but I didn't plan ahead for it like I did with this one. And I laid the trap and bam, Mandela effect bit. And now I know for sure that time is fluid, memory is fluid. There's more than one timeline. I'm not sure, but I don't take anything off the table. I'm leaning towards time travel. They're not going there and fucking it up. I know. I also like quantum conscious. I don't like some of the things he's saying right now, but I do like his idea of that of retro causality. Boom, where something happens like 9/11, a huge event. Boom. It's like a rock in a pond. It ripples out through time, backwards, forwards, sideways. Maybe I'll go rent. I'm gonna rent. I'm either gonna play my Bubba Kush. I went all out, and I finally got my medication and those shit. Anyway, yeah, you guys have totally freaking been my savior throughout this whole thing. Did you see what I titled this day? Dancing Nurse Looking for a sequel, man. I did have a 4-hour one once I deleted it. And it was sad. It's sad to watch yourself not out. I'm like this. It's so slow. I mean, I hate it when people do it in front of me. I should. I mean, no, you know why I meant what I was gonna say about that? Why I put that? I'm glad you brought that up. Because I named it that so someone would say something. Oh, and I put, come on, man. Joe Biden. What are you on, coke? What do you think I'm on coke? Come on, man. What are you, a junkie? What do you think I'm on coke? He didn't say nothing about coke or anything. He said, are you going to take a cognitive test, the same one that they made Donald Trump take like 10 different tests? And he freaking passed it with like a genius level. This guy couldn't fucking fight it. He couldn't think his way out of a fucking, I don't know. He's stupid. But I should be running. I could give Trump a better run for his money in a debate. It's just up on the stage than Joe Biden. I mean, that's just a fact. You could. Anyone could. You could pick anyone off the street. So why him? They're just going to use him like they did Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking was just like a doll that they wheeled him out and had him say things that they wanted him to say. So was Albert Einstein. Oh, I have a good quote for you, guys. When they asked Albert Einstein, this is a true story. They said, Albert Einstein said, they asked me, how does it feel to be the smartest man on earth? And I said, I don't know. You should ask Nikolai Tesla. Yeah, Rob. Man, that's so cool. You should ask Nikolai Tesla. Alright, guys. Get to your Tuesday night. Try to eat milk bed. I say to my teeth too. They're horrible because it's caramel. It sticks to your middle. It's bad for your teeth. Milk bed, but they're so good. So are trolley gummy worms. I'm gonna go watch a movie. I think I'm gonna either go watch The Outsiders for free or Rumblefish. The Outsiders was written by S.C. Hinton, which was And she wrote also Rumblefish, and that was then, this is now. Kind of similar. And they all three are movies too, that you might like. Alright, guys.